Did you know that there is a word and it is applicable or applicable, however way you prefer to say it? I learned it as applicable, but that's okay. Does not matter. There is one word that, in my opinion, destroys people from going further in savings. And I got to sneeze. Achoo! Should I edit that sneeze? No. This is real life. Thank you for the God bless yous. I appreciate it. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode on this channel, the Save Money More with Jen channel. Yes, I sneezed. Oh, can't be getting near that season again, but that's another story. There is a word that blocks people, and it makes people feel really, really crazy. What is the word? Overwhelmed. Did you ever walk into a room that you know it yourself, that if you look around it, it just overwhelms you to look at it? Why? Because you're looking at actual clutter, things that should be put back where they belong, things that quite honestly should just go right over to the trash, and things that perhaps belong in another room or not even in your home or apartment at all. Why? Because it belongs to someone else. Does that ever happen to you? You look around, and what's that feeling you get? Right away, I would imagine, because it has happened to me, I would feel what? Overwhelmed. Yes, but what does that have to do when it comes to saving money? Oh, a lot, a lot, a lot, because people lack confidence. And did you ever want to, let's go back to that cluttered room, very cluttered room. Ever want to do something about it, like snap your finger or wave a magic wand and hope that all that clutter stuff you're looking at just disappears just like that? But it doesn't happen because unfortunately we do not have such powers. But we have to do it. We have to do it. I could advise you of one thing, and I never give advice. The best thing to do is right away throw out stuff you do not want. What I say? Throw out stuff you do not want. Okay? So the first thing you do in that room is get rid of stuff. Now, what does this have to do with money? A lot. A lot of times we have, well, not physical clutter like that nasty room that I was just talking about, but we have mental clutter. That mental clutter, in my honest opinion, is absolutely a roadblock, stopping people from saving. But what could be one of the things that's part of that mental clutter? Honestly, and I'm going to say it, nobody ever addresses this, but I believe it's important. Lack of confidence. Some people think it's lack of discipline. It could be, but I'm aiming towards it being more of a lack of confidence that you, we, all of us can do it. I know sometimes it's hard to talk about futuristic goals. It seems like such a distant thought. Don't think about 3 years from now. Think about the moment of immediate, the moment of right now. You know what? For example, if you say to yourself, guess what? I aim to save $100 this week. Let's say we pick a day, a name and a claim it day. Let's say that day is Friday, because Friday symbolizes the end of the work week, and then we embark on what is known as the traditional weekend, right? Okay, so let's choose Friday. So let's say that on the very first day of the week, which happens to be Sunday, that we sit down and we say to ourselves, or write it down, by this upcoming Friday, you can even mark your calendar if you want, or in a book, I will save with absolutely save $100, because that is my goal. And you're not thinking about thousands and thousands of dollars years from now. No, 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 no. You just made your world a lot less what? Overwhelming. We took away some of that mental clutter. Just like walking into that room and you're horrified because you didn't know that when you walked into that room that it would look like that, because maybe some guest left it that way, and whatever the reason. And you walk in and surprise, surprise, what do you see? A mess that just looks practically unbearable. And a great way to deal with that mess right away, like I say, is get rid of the obvious garbage, trash, and then take it from there in baby bites. And do not whatsoever get overwhelmed. You see, that's the thing. Taking the thing into baby bites. I've oftentimes talked about baby bites kind of saving, like with $1 a day. Well, we're going to bump it up. This week, we're going to aim for $100 between, let's say, a Sunday to the Friday. You think you could do it? What are some ways that we could do that? Very easy. And I think you know them by heart. It's just the idea of implementing them. Implementing them instead of getting two milkshakes outside. You know what I'm saying? That could be expensive. You could just have a fruit smoothie at home. It's chilly, it's cold, it's delicious, it's lighter, it's better for you, it's great for the summer. You see where I'm going with this. Always opt for another option. Never forget that we do live in a world of choices, okay? And we could always find the alternative route to maybe something healthier, something better, and something that doesn't cost money. Instead of spending money like $7 or $8, I'm not saying they're not delicious. Trust me on that. On an outside ice cream cone, okay, maybe once a year is a treat, but not as an all the time thing. If your goal is to say, if you're low income, especially, if your goal is to save $100 between a Sunday and a Friday, for some people, that is a rapid amount of savings. For other people, it's a piece of cake and they could double it up to 200. Am I right or am I right? So we need to stop letting this one word stop us from saving money. We need to let this one word even stop us from, let's say, cleaning a room. Like going back to the idea of cleanup. Just by looking at a messy, sloppy room, it seems like almost too much to bear. And I know we've all been there and have done that. But if we break it up into little parts and say, you know what, for the next hour, I'm only concerned about throwing away all the junk in that room. That doesn't belong there, that is trash anyway, that should be long gone anyway. Then all of a sudden the room starts looking a little better. It starts feeling a little bit more open space. And of course, if you open the windows, it feels even better than that, right? So you start to see what? That little bit of a light at the end of a tunnel of an extremely physically cluttered room. But we need to take that same attitude towards our financial saving. Instead of thinking, I can't think about saving $25,000 in X period of time. Like, it just like hammers you over your head mentally. And you're like, I cannot do this. I cannot do this. But can one save from a little fragment of time, any given Sunday to any given Friday, $100? Can one do that? Only you can answer that. I believe people can. Will they? That's up to them. I do believe everybody has the capability of doing that. Oh, no, I can't even save $20. Well, find a way to save something between Sunday and Friday. Mark it down. Maybe $100 is not feasible for you. Aim for it. Aim for 100, but if you come out with 90, I bet you feel better about that. Can you sell something? There are so many opportunities, reselling of stuff that you have. You could make that $100 in one sale. Watch some of the motivating videos about that. I mean, I could go on and on and on all about those situations. They are beyond amazing. So don't let that one word stop you from saving money or even getting organized. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate everybody's time. Don't forget to come back every single morning at 5 a.m. Lately there have been a couple of hiccups with the scheduling. I don't know why. If I'm scheduling them at 5, why didn't it show up? This and that. It's horrible. But I do check on them. I try my very best. That's all I can do. Keep checking and make sure that they come back on. All right, everybody. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Super thanks. I'll forever welcome. Take good care of yourself and your amazing family. Thank you.